Okay, we're going to give a brief overview of the Dudley farm. We've done some individual videos on each specific area or structure, but we're just going to try to give you an idea of how everything lays out in connection with each other. It's very, there's 18 or 20 buildings here, and they're all pretty close together. This is the tobacco farm. There's gardens in the back. This is not a recreation, this is a restoration or preservation. These buildings are all original. The Dudleys, the first Dudley came here before the Civil War, settled here, served his country, built this road out in front of us, this old dirt road. Him and his children built this 12-mile cut path through the forest and to Gainesville so they could get their products to and from. So that's known as the old Gainesville Road. We're going to go into the front gate area of the homestead. This is the house, the old original house built in 1880. The first Dudley that came here built the house over behind here, behind this area on 600 acres. This was all part of a 600-acre piece of property. He built his home for himself, his wife, and his children. His only surviving child was Junior, PBH Dudley Jr. built this house, built all these structures that we see. This is the cane mill. They grew cane, corn, anything they get to grow and eat and sell, they did. This was subsistence level, profitable enterprise. This is where they processed the sugar into, or the cane rather, into sugar or molasses. Sweet potato cellar. This is a general store that was moved here from, it was originally built out on Gainesville Road, right behind us there, about less than 50, 60 yards. And we're not going to do any detail on these, we're just going to try to give an idea of where everything is in relation to everything else. We have the house here, we have the kitchen, dining area there, smokehouse. They call this a mule pen. These are all various structures related to that. A corn crib, stables, tool shed. Over here was the chicken area, chicken pen. Straight behind us is a hay barn. We can't get to that. We don't have access to that. They still keep livestock here. There's actual hens in the hen house. Go around the other side. So even though this whole thing was 600 acres, where they lived was a fairly small area. So they pulled the water up out of the ground for the horses here. Smokehouse again. There's turkeys back in here. There's an outhouse. Probably wasn't there originally. You would have had to have moved those fairly often with 14 people living in one house. And hopefully, I don't know if the turkeys will still be out. They were out a moment ago. Got a picture of them. Big old fat tom. Don't think they were Florida turkeys though. You can hear them. Oh, there's a chicken. Hey, chicken. What's up, dude? That's a rooster there. Dairy shed, canning area here. Processed milk and made cheese and all that sort of stuff. This is the big house, the homestead, if you will. The homestead house. The whole thing is a homestead. And we've seen from pictures that are inside the house that this was not as neatly set up as it is now. There were all these rocks weren't here and that sort of thing originally. So I'm going to go back out to the Gainesville Road. That's the one running right down there, right off into the distance, starting over here somewhere. And the general store would have sat in this area. They raised cotton and cane before the war, after the war. They raised tobacco and cane. And throughout all the various periods of history, these people were always profitable. They stuck to themselves. And they profited well. So this is a really neat original site.